What's up, guys? What the fuck? Right there! Topic I want to cover today is I've seen this covered in a lot of Facebook groups, and it's just been asked. Seems like a lot in the last month or so. See a lot of people asking about what's the best bike to pick for my first bike, and I've seen a lot of videos where people say a whole lot of different things, and each person has a different opinion. They're all opinions, and here's what I think. I mean, this is only my opinion. I'm no expert. I've been riding for like 5 months. I ride every day, but I'm definitely not an advanced rider. I would say I'm more of an intermediate rider. But when I first started riding, I talked to several different people and I asked a bunch of questions. I mean, I asked questions like crazy. And a lot of people said go to 250s. Start with a 250. That's a nice, nice slow bike. It won't really get away from you, and go from there. And then I had probably an equal group of the same, an equal number of people telling me go with a 600, because once you buy a 250 and you master your 250, you're probably going to want to end up selling it, and you're probably going to want to get a faster bike, because me, especially being a bigger guy, a 250 probably isn't going to be that fast. So I ended up getting a 600. It was a 92 F2. It wasn't in the greatest shape. And that's another thing too. If you're a new rider and you're going to buy a bike, your very first bike, and you have no experience at all, I mean, even if you do, maybe say you ride dirt bikes and you want to jump to a motorcycle, buy a bike that's not in the best condition. I mean, it's gotta run mechanically, obviously, but don't go out and buy a brand new, 2015 Honda CBR, because chances are you're gonna flop it at least once, probably in your driveway, but you're gonna put it down at least once, and the first time you scratch it, you're gonna cry. I would too. You spend all that money, you buy a nice bike, and next thing you know, it's on the ground and it's scratched to fuck, and now it looks like shit and you don't even want to ride it anymore because you're pissed. So start on a bike, no matter what you pick. I mean, I started on the 600. I think a 600 is a really good starter bike. As long as you don't get anything that's, wicked, chipped and fucking jetted and, power commander, all this happy horse shit. Start with something small. Start with something that's, just a stock bike and not in the best condition. And take it very, very, very slow, because if you rush it and you go out there and you're not ready to ride on the road yet, you could get pretty hurt. And beside the fact, if you haven't had any experience at all, chances are your first ride's going to be fucking terrifying. I know mine was. When I rode my bike around my driveway for a good 2 weeks. I got comfortable with it, at least in my driveway. I never left first gear, maybe once. And when I went on the road, the minute my tires touched those tires touched that pavement, I was fucking terrified. And I rode around for probably about 10 minutes, and I was done. I was done. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I kept at it, and now I ride every day, all day, and I've managed to keep the bike on 2 wheels. Now, like I was saying before, this is just my opinion. I mean, you do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you, I mean, You know, you can't do it, because you can do it. Riding a motorcycle at first is a little bit difficult, but once you get confident with it and you're comfortable, it's like second nature. You know, it really is like second nature. And it's an amazing experience. I mean, I am so glad that I got myself into a motorcycle. I can't imagine how I went so long without getting one. I'm 31 years old now. I got my bike at the beginning of this year. You know, and I just can't imagine why I didn't get in there before. I couldn't imagine why I didn't buy a motorcycle before. But one thing I will say is, do not start on a 1000. I mean, you might get lucky and you might master it and never have a problem. But I mean, for somebody who's never ridden a motorcycle before, that's just a little bit too much power to start with. You know, I really think a 600 is a perfect bike, because it's in between, you know, slow and fast. And a lot of times when you get a 600, a lot of people, they stay with them forever. They don't go to a 1000 or a 1200. Fucking hiccups. You know, they get a 600 bike, and when they get good, they might buy a better 600 bike, a nice newer, you know, whatever. But you don't have to have a 1000. I think Cycle Cruiser, oh shit, made the best comparison to a leader bike. Owning a leader bike is like having a 30-inch dick when you can only really use a quarter of it. There's no point of having a giant 30-inch dick, because you can't use all of it. Which may be true, but you can roll around town saying, look, I got a 30-inch dick. Shit, you know? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you may not be able to use it, but I guess it's better to fucking have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? No, but really, I mean, that's only my opinion. I'm no fucking expert. In fact, I'm probably a fucking idiot. I got no fucking gloves on because I rode in the rain yesterday and they got wet. So, you know, I'm not even wearing gloves. I don't have a jacket. I don't know shit. I'm just a guy who sits on his motorcycle and talks to himself like an idiot. And people that see him in traffic give him a fucking dirty look.